All right, this one has the potential to be pretty long. I do have a lot of tapes to get through, so let's go. This is Tourism Office of Villador St. Paul Cathedral.
Villador. Tell me, pilgrim, do these ancient walls not whisper their sacred history into your very ears? St. Paul's Cathedral is, along with Orla Castle, the oldest building in the city. It originated in 1010 as a Christian church that was built on the site of a former pagan temple. Subsequent work continued to expand the church, which became a cathedral in 1207. Its catacombs host many holy relics, including a toe from the left foot of St. Paul. This made the cathedral a popular Christian pilgrimage destination. In 1444, another relic, a finger from the apostle to the Gentiles, was stolen. Eventually, the cathedral's popularity began to wane, until it acquired a molar of St. Paul's. The cathedral briefly regained its status, only to see its pilgrimages decline steadily once more. Finally, after a 100-year period, the finger of St. Paul was recovered, and the cathedral was again able to attract thousands of faithful.
These are annoying. Okay, Tourism Office of Villador VNC Tower.
Villador. The VNC Tower is headquarters to the Villador News Corporation TV channel. Measuring 310 meters in height, it is one of the tallest buildings in Europe. Its observation deck presents a magnificent view of the city, from the skyscrapers of the business district to the castle, Elysium, and Old Villador. VNC programs are watched by millions of viewers every day. They are broadcast around the globe and have been translated into many languages. The station earned its viewers' trust through reliable and professional reporting and award-winning documentaries. Recently, in a bid to grow their audience, the VNC began producing tabloid content and launched several entertainment channels. This spurred protest by some of its more traditional viewers, culminating in the incident known as Brian's Ultimatum. 38-year-old Brian Nedelec barricaded himself in the offices of the reality show Villador Shore, insisting that the program be immediately canceled, or he would jump out of a window. Let us honor his memory with a moment of silence. VNC Television is an official partner of the Villador Office of Tourism. Coming soon to the VNC, the 17th season of Villador Shore, which will bring you romance, betrayal, lies, and love. Lots of love. I'll definitely be tuning in.
So they let a dude jump to his death rather than stop making the show. Okay. Is that like a spoof on Jersey Shore? Villador Shore? This is Horseshoe Tourism Office.
Villador. Horseshoe is the oldest part of the city, with some buildings dating back to the 15th century. Its name comes from the shape of the walls that bordered it in the 17th century. The district is also home to the Water Tower, formerly the Bell Tower, built out of a military outpost. Its small, winding streets bear odd names whose origins have faded with history. It's the home of the last craftsmen's workshops and antique stores, the spirit of a bygone era. The greatest poets sought inspiration in Horseshoe, and their souls soar above its rooftops still. Perhaps, brave traveler, you too will find inspiration here. Today, Horseshoe is a favorite meeting spot, especially for lovers. I, myself, once met a match from a dating app there whose bio said he was a 30-year-old dolphin trainer with the body of a Greek god. Unfortunately, the man who appeared was a 50-year-old vacuum cleaner salesman who brought his mother along. The date was a bust, but at least I was able to buy the latest Turbo Duster model at a killer price.
All right, and last but not least for this tourism thing, Villador's Castle.
Villador. Orla Castle was erected in 1115 on a wooded hill. It became part of the fortifications meant to protect the inhabitants of Villador from the Vikings, who would invade by way of the river Tursawa. The castle survived not only the Scandinavian warriors' attacks, but also fires, plagues, and the world wars. It is as solid and stubborn as the inhabitants of Villador themselves. Today, Orla Castle is one of Villador's prime tourist attractions, which each year draws in thousands of visitors. Who amongst us has not wanted to feel, just for a moment, like a brave knight or beautiful princess? Still stirring up emotions are the dungeons, where they imprisoned the most dangerous rogues of their day. In all the dungeon's centuries of use, only one person managed to escape: Andrew Sarapatha. This seemingly docile accountant was sentenced to 15 years of prison for tax fraud. He had, however, one extraordinary talent. He could talk people to death, sometimes literally. Thanks to his unbearably wooden and dull tales, he was able to neutralize guard after guard and calmly walk out of the prison. What became of Andrew Sarapatha remains a mystery to this day.
All right, next up we have Frank Maury's journal number 3 and number 4. I don't know where 1 and 2 are, sadly.
They haunt me, you know. And Dave, whose legs I watch get torn off by a volatile. Edgar, all of them. But the real pest is Ravik. I was pissed when he took Akon's side, but then the bastard showed up anyway. Stupid kid. Let's talk about something else. Yeah. So, been thinking. Maybe it's time I joined you, you know, huh?
Frank, lay off the bottle. You reek.
Don't like the stink? Then leave, Killian.
I can't watch you do this anymore.
Then close your eyes. Huh? Can you see them? Dave, Edgar, Ravik, and that other kid. What's his name? He wasn't Night Runner material.
Anton. You were right about him, but not about the mission.
Would have been fine if we got in together.
Then we'd all be dead.
Shut up! Remember what I said? By doing this, we agree to die. There are more important things than living, huh? Not everyone will understand it. They don't have to. We face death solemnly. This is the way from darkness to light. Load of fucking garbage.
Frank, get over yourself. And Ravik. What's done is done.
Out of my fucking face, Killian. I never want to see you again. I'm a moron. Fucking moron. I'd like to talk to you for hours, but people here, yeah. They just won't leave me the fuck alone. Even though I won't give me a break. Did I ever tell you about her? Took her in a few years ago when we were building that canteen. Raised by the nomads, she needed some guidance, yeah. I taught her what is right and what is wrong. At least I hope so. Yeah. But lately, though, she's been acting cocky, huh? Comes in like some PK sergeant to see if I'm drinking. Whoa, but she helps out around the canteen. Nice to be cared for again. Hakon and Killian. Fuckers are long gone. That's right. Lawan's a complex creature. Clever, huh? Clever. But stubborn as a child. Do you remember how we wanted to have children? Sometimes, huh? I put the bottle down to help that snotty-nosed little broad with things. Maybe she'll... Maybe she... Yeah, maybe someday she'll finish the work I started, huh? Yeah. Whatever. I've kind of been neglecting her because of this drinking. I don't want her to do something stupid. She has this dark side. This will be my last recording. Goodbye, Hannah. You were the best. Even if only in my drunken head. Tomorrow, I'll destroy these tapes. But, for now, cheers.
Okay, I'm gonna take a super quick break even during the middle of this recording. I just don't want to make... but yeah, I'll be right back as soon as I can. You'll know when there's more sound. You'll see the clicking, whatever. Yeah, anyway. On the wings of love. Alright, this is called The City Classified's Egg Hunting.
Dear listeners, you may find this strange, but to me, this is something very important. My daughter, Renata, is getting married in a week. She was supposed to get married over a year ago. She had invited over 200 guests. She was so happy. But then, you know, THV happened. We had to cancel everything. We were hoping that the GRE would get the situation under control, that the restrictions would be loosened over time. But as you can see, it's only gotten worse. Some of the overseas guests we invited, well, they're gone. In the end, we decided to hold the wedding with only those closest to us in attendance. It is very important to Renata and Waldeck that this happens. And for me, it's important to
Horrible name.
bake a cake for them. It has been a tradition in my family for generations. The mother bakes a wedding cake for her daughter. Unfortunately, a week ago, someone stole my hens. I realize that now most food, down to each small egg, is worth its weight in gold. But if some kind soul were to share some eggs with us, I would be eternally grateful. Stay healthy, Daria.
Alright. City Classified's Baltazar.
Hello, my dears. I hope you are holding on in these difficult times. You're healthy and safe, I trust. I am. Life over the past 77 years has tried to kill me, time and again. I guess I'm immortal. I live alone in a large house. My beloved wife, Valerie, passed away in 2018. Actually, I'm glad she died then, so that she didn't have to watch the planet go to hell. I have a son, Daniel, who lives with his wife and my 3 granddaughters in Berlin. But I haven't been able to contact them for months. I'm afraid that they have turned, though perhaps they have gone somewhere and simply have no means of communication. Anyway, if any of you are spending this Christmas alone, I have a large pantry still full of preserves made by my Valerie. And I'm a pretty good cook. Perhaps someone would like to keep me company. May the Holy Child's grace shine upon you. God bless.
All right, I'm gonna take another really quick break just to get ice and a little bit of lime in here. That guy sounded like the inventor, although much more with it. And the inventor had a son that's like Vincenzo. One of them was named Vincenzo. But we will listen to the Cable Guy in just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, Cable Guy.
Hello, my crazy crew. This is Seba. I have an amazing opportunity for you. A 3-year subscription to the most popular VOD service, whose name I can't say here, but you'll know it when you see it. For half price, and it's the full premium package. Add on to that a collection of the most popular lifestyle shows, including Lobster in 100 Ways, The Travel Channel, and Private Oases of Luxury. I don't think I need to mention a couple of adult channels. Access to all the latest blockbusters in 4K and HDR. Sure, there hasn't been a lot of new production lately, but that virus is going to peter out, just like the one before it. Stop thinking about it, just go for it, because I got a lot of people who are nibbling at the hook already. This special offer won't last long. Act now, and I mean right now, and I'll throw in a massage chair as a bonus, in gently used condition. Come on, give me a call now, or you'll be kicking yourself tomorrow.
That one says, a man is trying to sell soon-to-be worthless junk to gullible customers while he still can. Villador Newscast number 1.
It's just past 8, June the 14th, 2022, and you're listening to Villador News. On Tuesday, we witnessed the beginning of a mass exodus, the largest in human history. Governments are paralyzed and the GRE have fallen silent. People have lost hope. Hundreds of thousands of refugees from Gibraltar to Istanbul have gone looking for new homes. Their only wish, safety for themselves and their families. But this is a global catastrophe, not confined to Europe. Martial law in America is aggravating a country already in chaos over fuel rationing. Japan, hit by a variant of the THV, has been decimated. And here, across Europe, borders are quickly closing. Why does the GRE remain silent while so many voices cry out for help?
We have no means to travel, except our own feet. I can't go on much longer. But if we stop, we die.
We drove 800 kilometers, but they told us to turn back. Back to where? Might as well start digging our graves right here.
They attacked my mother the moment we arrived. Just pushed her out of the window. I blame the GRE for this madness.
Fuck.
They turned their back on us the moment they let the virus leak from their labs. Turned their backs. So we could not see the money changing hands to pay for covering this all up. For Villador News, this is Clarissa Mortimer.
Number 3.
It's just past 8, March the 6th, 2024. And you're listening to Villador News.
I don't have number 2.
I'm Clarissa Mortimer. Tragic news from the old Villador this evening. At noon today, skirmishes between civilian populations and the army escalated dramatically when soldiers opened fire on protesters just by the World Art Congress monument on Mill Street. 55 people were killed. 11 are in critical state at the St. Joseph Hospital. At 3:30 this afternoon, General Pratt declared martial law in response to the tragedy. We've received numerous reports from frightened citizens of soldiers going door to door. The military advises citizens to remain calm as they collect privately owned firearms, now banned in the martial law declaration. Riots have begun in immigrant camps across the city, and its border has been locked down. This will no doubt shift power to the military within the Council of Mankind, and result in a decline of the GRE's influence. As such actions are often followed by a suppression of the free press, we, here at Villador News, are closely monitoring the situation. With tensions continuing to rise, we will remain on the air, late into the night.
And number 4.
It's just past 10, June 20th, 2024, and you're listening to Villador News. Ladies and gentlemen, a few hours ago, telephone service was suspended across the city. This comes in the aftermath of information that we have uncovered yesterday evening. Listeners, while I do not wish to contribute to the panic gripping our city, it is my duty, as it always has been, to tell you the straight truth. By telling you this truth, I may be placing a target on my back. So be it. And now, without the consent or approval of anyone around me, and taking sole responsibility for the consequences, I will now reveal this horrible truth to you, the people of Villador.
Clarissa, stop! They're here! They have guns!
The authorities are no longer in full control. The recent martial law declaration was not about restoring order. It was to contain THV. There has been an outbreak within city limits, and a cover-up of that outbreak, the so-called sorting centers, are used as mass graves by the army.
Clarissa Mortimer, come with us!
General Pratt's soldiers have entered our studio. As I warned, the military is trying to muzzle the press.
You, turn this off right now!
Don't touch me! I repeat, the authorities have lost control of THV!
That's probably the last one, so I'm just missing number 2. I am missing numbers 1 and 2 of Frank's talks to his late wife, Helen, I believe her name was. Or Hannah. Hold on. I think it's Helen. This is called Turn on the Power.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Eugene Kirkland, chairman of the Dynamo Cars Electric Car Factory Workers Union.
Employees of Dynamo Cars. As you all know, the Council of Mankind issued a decree today allowing military to seize the factory. I'm sure many of you are concerned. It's only natural. Dynamo Cars is our home. It allows us to provide a home for our families. But today's action serves a greater good. A higher purpose. A higher purpose for us all, upon which the very future of mankind depends. In a time when darkness has fallen suddenly upon us, we have the power to cast a ray of hope. God willing, with your courage, you will make this your home again as it becomes a solar plant, providing the power that will reshape the city around us. I know what I'm asking of you, but as we think of you continuing to provide you work, you think of how you will serve your neighbors as you adapt to these important changes. It is time to make history. All of humanity is watching us. Let's get to work.
Cheatkins for Villador.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man you've been waiting to hear, Bob Cheatkins, candidate for president.
My fellow citizens, let's get this out of the way. I will make you but one single promise during this campaign. Read my lips. No more lies. Well, you can't read my lips. Obviously, you can't read my lips. We're on the radio. But as for lies, you know what I'm talking about. Every day in our streets and our markets, I walk among the people of Villador. Hard workers. Every day. Whose blood, sweat, build the very foundations of this great city. But when we speak, I hear a terrible refrain. Mr. Cheatkins, they say. I work from dawn till dusk, but I can't make ends meet. The president spends his vacations in million-dollar villas. His government spends billions on immigration, museums, libraries. They say to me, Mr. Cheatkins, you're not like them. You have to make it stop. I swear, if you vote for me, I will probably not refuse to do the opposite of that. But my name is not Cheatkins. It is time for the people to take Villador back. It is time to end the lies. Vote Cheatkins. No more lies.
Prep for the next fall.
Shh. Can you hear? That's the sound of the apocalypse. They laughed when I predicted it. But who's laughing now? No one. It's not like I'm happy about all this. But I warned you. I warned you all. You didn't listen then. Maybe you will listen now. This is Nathan, here to learn you some survival skills. The end of the world isn't an excuse not to prep for it. Start digging a shelter today and build a well. My podcast tells you how. Get as much sodium dichloroisocyanurate and silver chloride as possible. You can't survive without potable water. Stockpile as many cans of meat and fish as possible, especially herring. Well, if you're a vegetarian, well, it was nice knowing you. Check my recipe section to learn how to prepare tasty dishes using earthworms and other critters once the canned food runs out. And don't forget, you'll need to be able to defend yourself in the hellish afterscape. My 50 deadly weapons made of handy items course teaches you how to build feces bombs and a sardine slingshot, among other weapons. With my help, you might just survive the end of the world. Stay strong.
Next up we have Be Fruitful and Multiply.
This message is sponsored by the government and approved by the GRE. Do you want to beat the virus? Do you want to save humanity? It's simple. Have more sex. This is the easiest and by far the most enjoyable way for mankind to survive. Have you done it 5 times this week already? Why not go for 15? Sex also has a positive effect on your overall health. It improves blood circulation along with your physical and mental abilities. We highly recommend the missionary position, as well as the posterior knee-elbow position. Gentlemen, improve the quality of your semen. Eat more spinach, broccoli, and eggs. For protein, insects are a must. Give birth to a beautiful new life. Let's make love and let's save humanity together.
All right, we have 9 left. We're doing actually pretty good. It's going to be a long video, but I thought so. Council of Mankind session number 2.
Tuesday, the 17th of July, 2023. We hereby begin the 17th session of the Council of Mankind. As you are all aware, the global situation is degrading rapidly. We have several reports confirming Pakistan did indeed drop a nuclear bomb on the Indian region of Jammu.
Jeez.
Entire countries are being declared lost to the virus. Hungary, Croatia, Portugal, Austria, Finland, and the British Prime Minister died of THV last week. Ladies and gentlemen, we must face the facts. It is the responsibility of those of us in this room to start a new chapter for humankind.
As history shows, it would not be the first time that international cooperation pulled the world from crisis.
You are in a fine mood today, Minister Duncan.
General Pratt, we would like to hear your report now.
At once, Monsieur Dakar. Agricultural facilities and warehouses are being seized, and the main distribution hub is being managed by the GRE under the watchful eye of the Army. The Army's cooperation with the GRE has so far been exemplary.
I concur.
Thank you, Dr. Kobayashi. We control the streets and checkpoints in the area. We've secured electrical substations and water towers. Despite initial opposition from workers, we finally managed to convert the former Dynamo Cars, the electric car factory, into a solar power plant.
Now, please, Dr. Kobayashi, we would like to hear the progress on the GRE initiatives.
Thank you. The first tests of the THV GenMod compound were successful. It shows unparalleled chemical stability, and its ability to degrade the DNA of infected cells is remarkable. We may finally have a key weapon against the virus within reach.
No time to delay, Dr. Kobayashi. Please, provide samples to the Army. We'll do our own tests.
It's too soon for that. Research takes time.
I submit a motion for the GRE to provide the Army with THV GenMod samples and submit to military supervision over the GRE itself.
General Pratt, history shows rushing science leads to catastrophe. There are people who...
General Pratt is right, Dr. Kobayashi. Extreme situations call for extreme measures. I accept the motion for the handover of the current GenMod component samples to Army research labs. Dr. Kobayashi, you will help General Pratt move forward with a weapon concept using your compound as a basis. Who is for? Thank you. Who is against? Thank you. Who abstains? Thank you. The motion has been passed by 5 to 3 votes. Dr. Kobayashi, please begin the necessary procedures.
All right. Waltz's Chamber recording number 1, and I have 3 of these, so I'll just play them in a row and mute myself here.
Report 24-2036, 130th day of the year. It's been 6 months since the funds ran out. 20 since any improvement has been seen. Patient unconscious. After administering the compound, blood pressure increased slightly. Noticeable pupil movement. The only chance for progress is to go back to X-13. If the information can be confirmed, and the GRE key has been found by Commander Lucas, there is a chance to further this research. It must succeed at all costs. Report 13-2036, 105th day of the year. Funds gone. An attempt to recreate the compound. Still unsuccessful. Patients react with uncontrollable aggression, increasing psychophysical abilities. As I no longer have test subjects, I am testing the compound on myself. Report 20-2036, 126th day of the year. An old Villador informant has reported that Commander Lucas has found it. He has found the GRE key. This means that it is possible to enter X-13 again. I've sent a reconnaissance team under Dillon's command to the old Villador subway station. I am waiting for a report.
I have a feeling there are more of those. But that's all I got. Lawan's mixtape. Music soothes manners. Let's hear what Lawan is listening to. You're hearing the same thing I am, which is absolutely nothing right now. So is that the point? Is that she doesn't listen to anything? She just has silence? Or is this bugged? Hold on a second. Wait, no, don't do that. Hold on. So apparently there's supposed to be a song called Flash Flew Hardy. That's about what it's supposed to sound like. I guess it might have had copyright issues? I don't know. Moving on, though. That was weird. Unit 404, trapped.
Generators activated. Only got the antenna left. Cool. Listen, Brasco. I know Sierra's death hit you hard. I just want you to know. You can always count on me, man. Brasco! Did you trip on something? Man, you didn't fall into that fucking pit, did ya? He slipped. Who the fuck are you? I told him to be careful. Didn't even have time to thank him for activating the generators at 4. Fuck! Base! Reinforcements! The renegades took over the radio station! I'm near the exit! Fuck! I'm surrounded! Fuck off! Let me go! Hey! This radio of yours work? I'm talking to you, PK scum! This radio station is now property of the Renegades. How about we hear a show for you, huh? Here, listen to our latest jingle.
So that was Adam and Brasco. That's ATOM. This is Little Ron and Sierra's rescue mission. They were trying to find and escort a missing kitty from GRE Lab.
Little Ron to base. The exit downstairs is jammed, so we're gonna try and find a way out at the top. Sierra and I found Private Kitty in the lobby on the lowest level. Oh, what's that stink? Kitty, did you just fart? Is that how happy you are to see us? What? No, I didn't. We missed you, punk. Did you hear that? We better get our asses out of here.
Admit it, Sierra. You're the one who farted and tried to blame me.
Did you? What the fuck was that? I don't care! To the stairs! Base, there's a swarm of fighters chasing us. We lost Kitty in the lobby. Run! I'm on the 2nd floor. I'm one down from you, right by the door. I'll be right up. Ah! Run! Keep going, Sierra! Fucking many of them! You coming? Ron, are you up here?
Excuse me, sorry.
Ron, is that you?
This is the leg day is today. This is Leon and Bartez, aka Aunt, were supposed to meet the Bazarians to hand over the wounded soldier, but things didn't go as planned.
Don't you find it strange that a group of Bazarians wants to hand us over an injured PK in a place like this?
Take it easy, Auntie.
Chris, behind you! How many times do I have to tell you? Don't call me Auntie! Private First Class Bartez isn't pressing enough!
Sure thing, Auntie.
Chris, watch out! There's too many of them! Let's go up, Chris! Up! Say hello to Jack and Joe!
Bartez! Bartez! What happened?
She took down 7 Jukes, but it wasn't...
She's dead, Chris. More Duke's coming our way. We gotta withdraw.
I'm staying put, Vishbowski.
Chris! Bartez didn't save your ass so that you could get yourself killed. Let's go! Come on.
Alright, last one I have for the tapes. I have 18 that are missing. And still there's 48 mementos that are missing. And a lot of graffiti that's missing. I'm not even going to try to describe the graffiti because... Well, I'll do my best, but it'll be really quick. But this is weakest link. At the party of Unit 404, Roe recalls one of their fallen companions.
Sierra and Brasco!
It's a little rotten, Bartes. Here's the Nemechek.
Lieutenant Rowe, with all due respect, but Nemechek was a disgrace.
Don't talk like that about the dead, Wierzbowski. We officers are taught that when a PK is sloppy, you have to harden them. And that day, when Nemechek overslept for maneuvers, I sent him to the old brickyard for a night shift, knowing he could die. Yeah, Chris. And I couldn't fall asleep that night. At 4 o'clock, I ran to get him. But it was too late. I left him on his own, and I've never been able to forgive myself. Now you understand why I train my unit differently from others. Well, first your brother, then the world.
Alright, so that's all the tapes. Sorry this video was, sorry this was so long. That's all the tapes I have. And I will see you next time. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next hour and 45 minutes. But I'll figure it out. I'll see you next time. Bye.